All right, HVAC people, we got a unit that is not cooling here. We're gonna see if we can get some footage. Not cooling in the kitchen area. All right. All right, folks, check that out. Crawfish season, folks. Look at that. Uh-oh, trying to reach at me there. Some good eating there. They reaching up at me. Trying to attack. All right, folks, let's see what we got here. I got my ladder set up here. I think it's a heat pump system here. Make sure we ain't got no water in the pan. I think the first time they really turn it on or noticing this year that it's not cooling well, what the owner said. But I don't think pretty much up here is a belt. Got an ICP unit. I'm gonna turn it on at the thermostat. Might have to go on the roof. All right, so I'm gonna turn it on. I'm gonna put it on cool mode. It's currently 76 degrees. We're gonna bump that down to about 72. Let's go see if anything happens. All right, so I do got belt. I'm try to feel these refrigerant lines, see if I feel anything. Kind of hard to tell. So that suction line not getting cold at all. I don't really feel any liquid going through here. See if it's starting to warm up. All right, so I'm gonna need my ladder. Gonna go on the roof. So like I said, we do got blower. It's belt driven. So we gotta find out why it's not cooling. All right. All right. We'll have to go up top. All right, folks. So that's my unit here. As you see, it's not on. I think he replaced this fan a few times. It might be the sun. Feel kind of warm there. But it's definitely not on. Should be calling for cool. Let's open it up. All right. All right, from the looks of it, like this contactor is engaged. Which I think that's the fan contactor. All right, let's see here. So we got 270, 280, 284. Ooh. Well, it just kicked on. It look like that fan not kicking on, man. I know he had a company come out here last year. I installed these 2 units over here. He had another guy that did his AC work, but now I took over the maintenance. I'm gonna start doing it, but this like the second time since I've been known this contract, this fan not working right here. So I don't know why his fan keeps going out. But I know all they did was replace the fan motor, so I know it's going off on high head pressure. I'm gonna go ahead and check this cap. I'm gonna go ahead and check that cap. And I'm gonna recommend, if that motor gone out again, I'm gonna recommend him, man, go ahead and replace the contactors too. But hopefully he just got a bad capacitor. All right, so let me check this again. So what just probably happened, the high pressure switch closed and the unit tried to kick back on, and it was gonna go off on high head pressure again. So we can hook up some refrigerant. They don't have a fan cycle switch out here. All right. Yeah, man. But I think you need to replace this contact and that fan motor if that's the problem. All right, so we're gonna check for voltage again. Make sure the power is off. Check that capacitor. All right, so I got 0 now, 0, 0. Let's go leg. 0, 0, 0. All right, let's check this. This is my incoming power right here. 0, 0, 0, L1, L2, L3. All right. Like I said, we're gonna go ahead and check some refrigerant pressures. I think I recommended him last time because I diagnosed this unit last time, but the company that come out and did his work, I think they still had that condenser fan motor under warranty. Because I wanted to tell them too, go ahead and since this is the second condenser fan motor within a year, might want to go ahead and replace that contact. That contactor might be what causing this. All right, so we got this my suction over here. All right, we ain't gonna go by the colors on here, folks. But let's go ahead. Ooh. So that's my high side right there. Got 276, and I think this R22, if I'm not mistaken. My low side. I'm gonna hook up to the app so we can see the pressures better together. But I got 94 over 260. Might be 410. Let me see. Let's go to Elitech. Y'all visit elitechus.com. Use my discount code WW HVAC 10, save you 10%. All right, so I'm gonna hit Bluetooth on here. Okay, there we go. All right, so I got 94 over 256. 94 over 256. All right, so power is off. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this back on again. So my contacts did click on right away. Both contacts did engage. But as you can see, the fan is not turning on. These are my pressures. So I'm sure it's gonna go on high, go off on high head pressure. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off. We're gonna see if this R22 refrigerant, which I think it is. Yeah, we got R22 right here. So that's R22 refrigerant. So the head pressure switch is probably around 350 or something like that, 400. So why is this condenser fan motor not working? So I'm gonna check my voltage again, just to make sure we don't have any power. Let's go to ground, ground, ground. So we got 0 voltage, ground, L1, L2, 0, L1, L3, 0, 2 and 3, 0. All right, so let's check this capacitor, discharge it. Ooh. So the capacitor had a nice little charge on there. See that, folks? You gotta be careful. All right. I don't trust them capacitor at all. All right, so we're gonna see what's going on here. All right, so it's a 15 microfarad capacitor. I got 14.7, so got a bad condenser fan motor again. I don't think the homeowner gonna want to hear that. I mean, the owner. So I'm looking at this switch. There's nothing. This is a generic motor and it's straight wired in here. So you got this. All right, so we got this fan motor going right here. And the 2 wires got L. That's on L3. And you got another one going through. Looks like it is a switch, but this switch has jumped out right here. Let's see what they got going on here. Whatever was going on. Okay, this switch going here. See what's going on here, man.
So this thing is going through a pressure switch right here. Where this pressure switch is. Alright, I don't know where this camera stopped at. But that fan going through this pressure switch. So much stuff going on up under here. But I would like to check continuity on this press switch. You can see this right here. So it might be, I might not be getting a good connection right there. I don't know though. So so I'm gonna take this off right here just so I can get from up under here, make this easier to swallow. We can plug that back up for right now. All right. All right, plug that back up right there. All right. So we're gonna put this on ohms of continuity. All right, so what I want to do is I'm gonna check this one. I'm gonna check this one to see if this open or close. All right, as you can see, this is closed. I mean, this is, no, it's open. It's closed, I mean. So that switch is closed. So I check it from here to here. It might need some new. Let's see right here. So you check continuity from this one to this one. We got OL. Well, y'all can see that. All right, so I should get a beep here. I got OL, open line. There you go. All right, so right here, this should be closed at all times. There you see, that's OL. This line here should be closed at all times. So, all right. So I'm gonna plug this back up though. I'm gonna do the switch again. The switch is closed. Yeah. So the switch itself is closed. So when that switch closes, it should allow voltage to our fan. Let me put this back on for now. All right. So these are two wires right here. Let me see. So these two right here, so these them two wires to that switch, which is one goes right here. That should allow voltage all the time because it goes right here. That switch goes right here, and then you got that other one that goes in this loop right here, and it's kind of just bypass right here. All right, so I'm just gonna get some wire. Might be able to use this wire right here that's they already have right here. This wire don't look bad, but somewhere kind of rusty up in there. Somewhere this is losing continuity, and I think it's that blue part. All right, so I'm gonna take some pictures and kind of show the owner and let them know what we got. All right, yeah, so use our camera, take a picture of this, these wires here. Just kind of let them know these is dry rotted right here. All right, folks, I'm gonna go get some spades. I'm gonna clean this up. Let me see what I need. Yeah. Okay, that's a male end there. That's a male end there. So I'm gonna need a female spade. What we got on this one? And this end is a female. All right. So I'm just gonna redo all these wires. These wires don't look bad. I think I can reuse these. But we're gonna check for continuity right here also. All right. All right, folks, so I did get approval to go ahead and replace the wire in the terminal. So I'm looking for a female spade. Let me get two of these just in case. Like I say, hopefully that's all it is. I'm gonna replace the wire. I'm gonna reuse the wire that blue wire that's bundled up. Still looks good. I'm just gonna cut the edges down and replace all that light blue. Okay, here go. That's what I need right here. I'm gonna bring two of these just in case. All right, that should do me, folks. All right, so now I'm just kind of hoping that well, it did go off on high head pressure, I think. And this black wire, by being hot all the time, hope it ain't burn out the motor, but I don't think that's the case since it's on my load side. It's not on the line side. So I think we should be okay on that. All right, like I say, the capacitor's still good, so we're just gonna redo all these wires here. All right, so what I'm gonna do is pretty much this white wire still in here. So we just gotta check continuity from right here, this blue to this blue right here. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go from here to here, and we got continuity there. So that means that blue wire is still good. This bundle right here, we can reuse this. All right. All right. But this blue wire right here Let's go from here to here. We got continuity now right there. See? But it still broke somewhere up in there. So we're losing it somewhere. Alright. I'm thinking it probably get a connection sometime depending on how you wiggle it. Let's see here. Trying to see how you got this thing wired up. I really don't even know why they're using all this extra wire right here. I guess because they couldn't reach to there. All you had to do is go from here to here. I think all they had to do is go from there to there. I should have seen that fan did work though. Let me see. So I'm gonna go from here to here. We're gonna test that fan. All right, from here to there. Yeah, I don't see the purpose of this wire right here, really. All they did was just have this jumped out. It's the wire that I was gonna reuse. All right. All right, so I'm gonna use that. Do away with this wire right here. We're gonna do away with the blue. All right. All right. All right, so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go here, make sure we got enough. All right, I'll clean these up. Let's clean both ends up. All right, so we're gonna put us a spade on here. All right. So we're gonna do away with this one. All right. All right. All right. All right, so that one there is the one that had the mail in on it. All right,
so that one had the nail in on this. All right, so this is my new wire right here. All right. All right, so we're gonna clamp that on there. Let's plug this in here. Probably gonna need to redo all this. But for now, we're gonna plug this up in here. All right, so that's that. So let's do this one here next. And this is the one that goes right to the common, which we really can just hook the common up this straight to here, this pressure switch. I don't know why they got the extra wires ran right here. All right, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this common and go straight right here into the pressure switch. So we're gonna take the common and go right here in the switch. All right. All right. That should be it. Everything hooked up right. I think that should be it, folks. My voltage tester. The white wire up in there now, that common wire. Let's see. They're gonna pull this out a little bit just so I can test it, cause can't test it with that fan blade like that. So it should have power here in to this blue wire here and the black. All right, man, let's see what it do now. Yes.
You got power to it. Yeah, that fan out though. Yeah, we got power to it. Still no fan though, folks. Fan still done burnt out.
Hey folks, we got a bad condenser fan motor. It's like the second one that been replaced within a year, and it's gonna need a new one. What do y'all see wrong with this? There you go. I think they pour the drain plug out on top instead of the bottom. This thing probably filling over water when it rains. So if you flip your motor, the drain plug will be on that side. On the other side, opposite side, supposed to drain down. Take it out right here, just probably gonna fill over water. All right, folks, you want a way to lock out and tag out your unit? You can use a zip tie. Or somebody come up here, they'll know that unit do not supposed to be on. That's an effective lockout tag out. All right, HVAC people. So I'm gonna have to do a voice over because I purchased a new lapel mic, and when I was recording the video, I guess the mic wasn't working. So anyway, I did a live screen actually replacing that blower motor. And so that's the new motor that I replaced and put in. So you can go back to the live screen and actually watch me replace. Man, I need to send that mic back. It's still going out even when I was trying to do the voiceover. But anyway, that's the old fan blade. And this the new fan blade right here that I purchased. And it's not the OEM, but it was the best that I could find at my nearest supply store, because that's an ICP unit and our local supplier did not have the OEM part. They didn't have any in Texas. So this fan blade here has a pretty good pitch. Like I say, so also I noticed, and I don't think I put it in this video, this is a dual circuit compressor or a condenser unit. And I tested on my live screen. One of those compressors are grounded. So this unit is on operating at 50%. It's pretty much on its last leg. It got R22 refrigerant in there. But hey, we're gonna try to get it, at least another season or two out the unit. So like I say, this is not an OEM fan blade, but it has a good pitch on here. And also I'm really pretty good frustrated right here, because all I thought I was gonna replace a fan motor, replace the contactor, and replace the capacitor, and I'm supposed to be up out of there. But when I call our local supplier for ICP, I don't know. So I asked them, because they gave me the specs off the fan blade, and they gave me the part number for the fan blade. But I also asked them, what was the shaft? Because I knew I was going to have to get another blade. So I just wanted to make sure I got the right shaft. So that hub right there, they told me it was a 5/8, and I'm noticing right now that, and I thought, even if you watch my live screen, when I would purchase that, I thought that looked too big, that hub. But I needed a 1/2 inch universal hub for that fan blade. It was way too big. So what you see now, so we'll have it for it to scoop. And that's how that other one was right there, on the wrong way. But anyway, as you can see, that's the old one right there. That's how it's supposed to be right there. But that hub was supposed to be on top, so I can't use this. And that thing kind of scripted out right there too for your key.
So that's just a bad fan blade altogether. Like I said, they had it upside down, and I didn't want to risk putting it in with the hub on the bottom. In the future, I can't take that key out. Like I say, but this the wrong hub, so I'm finna have to pause the video here in a minute and go way back to the supply store and get the a 1/2 inch. See, that's a 5/8 right there, too big for my shaft. And the supplier wasn't wrong. I just wasn't thinking. Now the OEM motor probably was, a 5/8. But this is a generic motor right here, and we got a 1/2 inch shaft. And he was just going by the modern serial number of the unit. So I don't think, he wasn't really telling me wrong. So I went to the supply house, and I got that fan blade, and I bought that 5/8 universal hub to go on there. So now I think I'm back. Yeah. So I'm back now with the 1/2 inch. All right. Yeah. So now I got the 1/2 inch hub on there, the correct one to fit on my shaft. So I'm getting ready to install it on the new condenser fan motor so we can get better airflow from our condenser coil. But again, shout out to the viewer that hit that subscribe button. Also, if you're watching this again, shout out to you for noticing that wasn't the correct fan blade. Because when I was there today, all I was doing pretty much concerned about was diagnosing the condenser fan motor. But that's the new motor right there. We're going to put us a new fan blade on here. I'm trying to get the camera set up for you. Yeah, like I say though, this unit, hey, and I'm still going to ask the owner though, because especially in commercial, and this, the evaporator or the air handler is above ceiling tile, and they spent a lot of money on replacing those other units. So I don't mind repairing these. So I'm gonna ask him, do he want to put a new compressor over in here also? Because the unit really not in bad shape. Because now we got a new fan motor, one new contactor, and a capacitor. All I got to do is put a new compressor in there and a new contactor. That's pretty much a new condenser unit. Wash the coils up real good. But that's R22 refrigerant. Might need to get all that out of there and put some 407C in there. Just recover everything, put some 407C in there. I might ask them. Alright. So right now, I'm just starting that key. Alright, like I say, I just started that key, got it in there. You call this key set screw. Pretty much got the blade set where I want it. And you can see now how those fan blades is. It'll scoop that air out of there. But we're gonna check some pressures also when we finish up here. Check the amps on that condenser fan motor. Alright, so we're gonna make sure that's good and tight. Make sure we get it out of there without stripping it. Give it a good spin. There we go. That should be a lot better there. Yeah, you see now I got the hub on top. That's how it's supposed to be. And that's another reason why I didn't probably pay no attention to it the first time anyway, because the hub's supposed to be on top when you got your motor facing up. but I didn't notice those blades was flipped wrong. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the top back on, screw it down. All right, so that's the last screw. So I'm gonna give me a little screwdriver, spin it, make sure it's not touching the guard on top. Look like we good to go. Up, camera falling. That was a good catch. Probably can't tell any I think, yeah, I got the unit on now. Compressor running, fan is on. Yep, see, I got the disconnect up. Well, by the camera, I think I got 60 frames per second, so it seems like that fan blade is moving real slow, but it's actually spinning real fast. So I apologize about the audio. You can't really hear the compressor or anything like that running. So I'm turning it off again, and I'm finna clean these wires up. And also, I don't know if I mentioned, but I just did away with the with that fan cycle switch, because in this neck of the woods, I mean, it don't get cold enough. We're not gonna need a fan cycle switch. So I just got it wired up now. So every time the condenser or that compressor turn on, the condenser fan is going to turn on also. Like I say, they not going to be using the, if it get that cold outside, they not going to be using the compressor anyway. It's not like it's like an IT room or something like that we need the condenser unit trying to cool some equipment down. So I just did away with that fan cycle switch. You know, we don't need it. So that's just going to eliminate if that fan cycle switch is acting up. Like I say, I think that was the second condenser fan motor that has been replaced in about a year. Actually, the third one. Like I say, another company replaced it one time, and then he had called me out last year and asked me to look at it. I was like, hey man, that condenser fan motor gone out again. And he was like, man, it should still be under warranty then. It's been less than a year. So I was like, well, you go ahead and call your guy back out and see what he can do for you. So the guy put that fan motor back in there. And I guess he put that blade on there too. I don't know. Because he said that guy was servicing his unit for a few years. All right. But we're going to go ahead and check some pressures. All right, so I got my gauges hooked up. We got the DMG-4B. Now I'm just hooking it up to the Elitech app. If anybody interested in the Elitech product, visit elitechus.com. You can use my discount code WW HVAC 10. It'll save you 10% off. All right, so you see my pressures right there, 50 over 176. At 176, when I was troubleshooting, so I think I'm showing the sight glass. Sight glass is flashing, so I know suspect this unit probably is a little low, but like I say, I need to run it, for a little while. That's R22 refrigerant. This is a 7.5 ton unit. It's only going 50, operating at 50%. So it probably got about a 3 or 4 ton compressor trying to circulate 7.5 tons of refrigerant. So it's only operating at 50%. We're missing one compressor. That's my amps on my condenser fan motor, 1.2. We good on that. And this the amps on that compressor, 5.9. Like I say, so like I say, the business owner, you know, he say he pretty much know. You can see my fan blade going. It's really going fast, but at 60 frames per second, you can barely tell. So the homeowner, I mean the business owner, I don't think he want to put too much more money into this unit, but I'm still gonna give him an option to replace the whole system and ask him do he want to replace that compressor, and we go back with 407C. Cause the air handler is in pretty good shape, long as long as there's no leaks in the coil or anything like that. I think we should repair this unit, because it's gonna be very expensive though to replace it. But I'll leave it up to him. So that's a schematic that the fan motor came with. I was trying to see if it was a sticker on it. I was gonna stick it, but I'm going to just wrap it up and put it inside the unit. That's a 460 3/4 horsepower fan. But I'm gonna get ready to button it up. I was gonna let it run for a while and then, check my pressures. I know it ain't gonna be spot on, like I say, but we just putting a band-aid on this unit, and if that other compressor go out, he gonna have to make a decision what he want to do. Probably gonna be time to replace the unit. But like I say, these are commercial. Commercial like to repair their unit. Yep, R22. All right, so it's been running probably about 3 minutes, and you see I got 27.7 on the evap at 52. We'd like to see them pressures really at least 60 psi right now. Like I said, I hope that's R22 in that system and not no alternate refrigerant. But sometimes these days you can't tell, what's in there. But especially when these units that old and a lot of people have been working on it. But if you want to catch, if you haven't caught the live stream of me replacing the motor, you're more than welcome to go back to it. And you see my 179, so that fan blade is moving some good air. We under 200. Remember when we didn't have a fan blade on there at all? It was going off on high head pressure over 300 some psi. But we're gonna come back in late March or mid March and do a PM on the whole building, and I'll come and clean those condenser coils also. That's the old motor right there that we got out of there, the 460 motor. As I'm pointing out the rain hose again. And then I was looking at the little rust on there. Like I say, it's been probably about 6, 7 months, I think, that motor there got installed. I wonder why it's so rusty real quick. So I don't know if they put a used motor on there or not. So right now I'm just trying to see what the bearings and stuff feel like. But yeah, man. All right, HVAC people, though, we on to the next one, man. Hey, appreciate everybody that been commenting and came to the live stream. But we on to the next.